following is a special MRE Uno presentation, Division 1, Super League 2024. Ghost. Nom. Ghost. We're not just talking a scary good time as Halloween approaches in Athens. We're talking about a puppy and the fastest in the West. For Nom, what was bye week? He's been in this position before. Maybe not so much down, but never counted out. Nom knows back in Tournament 3, where issues lingered professionally, he rose to the occasion the following tournament. He made a finale, but now he's got to go. At 0 points, the pressure roars. But for Ghost, things are different. A little bit of a test. Firm ground with Steven. But an impressive cage match with Chomik puts him at 2 points and in a solid spot. But he has to deliver. He said a win will matter, and only a win will guarantee him in a better spot for Week 4. Week 5 bye lose for him. For Nom, it's all about how did he learn and how did he develop. There's a lot of pressure for both. Nom, the perennial favorite. Ghost, the fastest in the West, but could he be the fastest in the table in Athens? We'll find out. Both guys know what's at stake. Win or go home for Nom, essentially. For Ghost, it's about playing the points game. Can they play the points game and match what's going to be an epic fight in Week 3? This is a classic battle of states. Florida, California, Nom, Ghost. Does it get any better than that? Welcome to Week 3 Group B. A big match looms in store on the perfect character for Halloween Eve. The fastest ghost in the West. But will he be a ghost or a goblin? We'll find out in about 90 minutes' time at the end of this match. And for Nom, it's Halloween Eve. He knows that last week was a bye week, a week to refresh. Does he have some reincarnating vibes in an all-important Week 3 match? Where him and Brock, the perennial favorites, are in the basement. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a pivotal match in Group B. Nom, Ghost, Nom, however you slice it, it's a classic battle of California versus Florida. Let's go into this schedule, and what a match we just saw. It took my breath away, it took a lot of people's breath away, but Jesse Turner, 99.9. Of course, there's always that 0.1% chance. Most likely just clinched himself into the round 12. He was built for this format, and he lived up to the name. JT, 4-2, clutching Game 6, is looking clean for a chance, a huge chance at the glory in the round 12. A big match in store, of course, with Nom and Ghost. We'll get to that a little bit shortly. And then the last two matchups, of course, the next match will be Brock versus Chomik. For Brock, as I said, in the basement pretty much with Nom. Has to figure out a way to get out. If he gets the win, it prevents Chomik from moving on to the round 12. If Chomik wins outright, it's looking good. If it's a tie, then Chomik's going to have some work to do, similar to Toaster Guy, entering Week 5 because he'll be on the Week 4 bye. And then now this pretty much confirms with the win with JT and Toaster Guy not winning and having a massive tiebreaker over Charles Sanford. You got to think Charles Sanford in a must-win territory here. He knows what he's got to do. Sanford, one last chance, in my opinion, to get it done. DJ will have at least Lane working a Toaster Guy at the end, and we know he's had Lane's number in the course of the year, but this is a different ball game. It's really must win for both. That's going to be a classic one around 10 o'clock Friday night, but that's Friday. Let's go to now. Let's go to the Group B standing graphic, and as I saw at the top, Chomik, the points leader, looking really good. Chomik coming in here at 4 points, one more win away from most likely locking in. And then you got interesting. You got Ghost right there in second, right tied for second with Steven. Steven on the bye this week. Nothing crazy from him. But for Ghost, a big monumental game. He remember, Week 5 bye for him. He has no fate or no control of it. in week 5. He's going to have to send it right here. And then week 4, which will be a pivotal matchup, of course. And then we have Brock, and of course, in the basement with Nam. Nam, the only guy in this group that has a -2 differential on the GD. He's got to get that GD up. What better way to get a win here tonight? And maybe even the score. Maybe get it back to a positive, depending on how this one goes. Let's go into the table. It's just going to be me and Short. Art had to leave. Of course, he's got work tomorrow. And of course, some of the antics with Fitzwater. We may or may not see that again, but appreciate him coming a little later. All right, Short. It's a little bit different game. Obviously, Group A had a little more of that flair, that fun. You know, it was good to get a little bit of the vibes out, but now it's a little more serious here. You got to look at Nam and Ghost. They both play quick. Nam coming off a bye. Ghost coming off another tie, but he knows week 5 is looming where he can't do anything about it. What do you think the urgency is going to be for Ghost tonight, knowing he's made a couple mistakes on just some misplays, but he will clean it up with Nam here off a fresh bye? Thoughts what we got to do?
Yeah, for Ghost, obviously, the loss to Chomik is not going to help him in the long run. That's who he's still contending with. I mean, although a win.
No, tie to Ghost. Yep.
Wait.
Tie.
Wait.
Ghost has only had 2 ties.
Wait, oh, I'm reading that wrong. My apologies.
You're good.
tie to Chomik. That was Nam who had the win. I had the loss, so I was reading my own graphic wrong.
Well, Galaxy Brain, all good.
Yeah, all yeah, exactly. But yeah, it'll be interesting because a win for him will obviously put him over the top for the moment, but Chomik can easily take that back. He's kind of in control of his own destiny, regardless of what happens. As well as him going into the bye, but for Nam, it's do or die. Period. You need points, and to get a win over second place, it'll skyrocket him to second place. Look again at those standings.
Yes.
See, Nam's sitting 0. I mean, he's coming off the bye, so he's still got the opportunity, despite it being week 3 already. 0 points. He's still got he's got the whole opportunity ahead of him, but if he can't at least get a point, he is going to be in some deep trouble, and he may not be able to recover from that. So it'll be interesting and talk about the points game. We talked about it earlier in Group A, so it'll be a pill to swallow whoever loses this one, but Ghost has a little bit more of, if anyone loses this one, Ghost has a little bit more of a cushion below him, but obviously both would love a win. Anyone would love a win, really, but they would both love a win for both their situations. Ghost to keep pace, Nam to really flip the group on its head.
We talked about Nam too. Sure, he's definitely got to feel the urgency and why. The big thing is week 5. You got William Brock, Nam. Are you kidding me? That's the premier matchup. Everyone's going to want to see that, especially if that's for the last spot.
Absolutely.
What seismic proportions of match? That's got to be one of the probably the last match of the entire. I'm starting to sense GKT vibes from last year. We could see that. We'll see.
Well, I'm just going to make one comment though. It's all going to depend on this game tonight. Cause, it's still going to be a good game regardless of where the points are, but it's the stakes are all going to be dictated by what happens this week and next week in the group, because anybody falters, especially if Nam can't pick himself up here and get that train moving, he is going to be, and that game may not matter as much as we would have thought going in. He's got control. He's just got to take advantage.
Just want to make sure I said trick or treating just a little bit. Almost, we should be done in like 15 minutes. But let's go to the 2 players. Well, Ghost, we'll start it off with you, man. You know, you talked about in the last match, I got to get a win, right? You done enough points playing, right? You did enough points, gathered enough points. Now you got Nam that plays a quick, very fast, effective style, but has that slow style too, where you can fade it off. What do you got to do? You're on a fine mark. You win this game, you would technically be the points leader, but that will be subject to change depending on what happens Friday night. But your thoughts on playing Nam, knowing that you could either be in the points lead, right? You could be in an outright second place and break the tie with Steven, or you could be in real trouble and fall to third, right? So your thoughts on the tie for third? Your thoughts on the crazy position you're in, knowing you can be in 3 places at once, depending on tonight how you can control Nom's leading pace. Nom is simple, man. I normally have a really good question for you, but I always want to ask the questions because you've never been here before. And it says you're off a bye week. What did you learn in that bye? What was the one thing? Maybe it was game related or off the game related. What was the one thing on the table or off the table you learned in the bye to help you prepare not only for Ghost but the gauntlet ahead of 3 straight weeks? Got things short. Ghost. We've seen Ghost. He had a really good matchup against Steven, of course. Impressive against Chomik, but in a sense, this is almost what we're going to see out of Lane. You got to think Ghost is in his Lane spot. Obviously, Lane's on a bye, but Ghost will be the litmus test of this is what we could possibly see a preview for Lane in week 4 and 5. How Ghost prepares in terms of that 2-point brigade, as well as Steven, who's also on the 2-point brigade. You look at the schedules ahead. Nom's going to have a tough matchup against Brock week 5, but he's got an opportunity against Steven, who's no slouch now. He's starting to adapt. And then for Ghost, got to get it done here because if you can't beat Nom, man, or if you can't at least get a point, which is his big, I guess, litmus test, right? So that last week for him is William Brock. That's a tough match. Yeah, well, I think the important thing for me is how to adapt to the series is something that I looked at this bye week, so the game flow, right? Yeah, I need to play aggressively for a win in this match, even though I'm in a somewhat okay position right now. The fact that I have a bye in week 5, I just don't have the luxury of weighing things out. Yep, the urgency's got to get going. It's about to get really tense right here short. It's just you and me, so you're going to run it. Let's start it up. Yeah, you're the ref tonight. Short back is the ref.
No, I'm hitting buttons.
Yeah, I know he's got it.
No, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm hitting the wrong button, and that's what's going on. Anyway,
real quick. Best of 6, of course. Ghost.
Yes.
No. I believe Ghost will defer. Ghost will defer. Right, Ghost deferred. So
ping and name if you so choose.
And make sure you put no power play 0. I don't know how hard I forgot that. Power play at 0. But Caesar couldn't be here tonight. He had something going on with his family. We wish Caesar the best. He'll be back Friday night. I know people were asking about Caesar a little bit earlier. He'll be back Friday night. We're looking forward to him. Where I need him most because I won't have short on Friday. I'll be back to, I believe, regular episodes. No EPing. TI's 3-3. There we go.
All right, I'll take this one.
Say those most famous words, baby. Yep.
Shout out Caesar. Shout out Art. All right. With that, Ghost won the toss, deferred. So Nom, game 1, week 3, game 2 for you. How many?
All right. Well, started off with the
best of luck to you both. Here we go.
Yoshi reverse. Shout him too.
If he's still watching, Yoshi, if you're still watching, shout out.
Yeah, I know he helped us out with the earlier game with the power play. Let's see what Nom does here. He's just gonna run it clean. I got a feeling we're gonna go fast here. Sure, we're not gonna have much breathing room here. Yep. Oh my goodness. Nom early on the draw.
It feels like we're going at the speed of light after the last game.
Yes, I gotta adjust. Red 2 here, double red 2 to Zach the DJ. Double DJ. Okay. Nom gets that draw back, ties the game, goes with PA. Goes looking for 6, gets it. Nom in the yellow. New color. Does Ghost cope? He does. He doubles up. Well, multiples of 3.
Multiples of 3, yeah.
Okay, and then Alex. Now Ghost, his turn. We talked about his runs being a little weird. Has he been able to slow it down? We'll find out.
PA for Ghost.
PA for Ghost taking his time. A little bit of a pace differential. Yeah, really taking his time.
Think stop moment, KT. Think stop moment right here.
I do not mind that at all.
There he goes.
Good move.
Couple stop.
Now I'm here looking for a double, maybe to possibly take the lead, or does he single it out? No aggression here, so. Ghost really taking his time here of doing a think stop there. Now we'll do the same. Pivotal moment here. It's early short, but sometimes you can sense something here. I think both guys are sensing each other out right here. Very fast. 2 minutes in almost. Still taking their time. Here comes.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
What?
Nom with the yellow wild.
Wait a minute. Back Luke.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, Short. Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Gets out of it. Triple play. Gets the Uno. Sneak attack. Right. Wow.
Well, I'm gonna.
This has to be a plus
80%. Oh my goodness.
But that's not a finisher.
It's a little bit of a defensive move.
Maybe it was defensive. Ghost now with 4 extra.
I'm gonna bet it's a 95% chance that wild was
nothing from Nom.
Mistake, yeah. I think.
And Ghost is down a dose.
Oh my goodness.
Gonna draw. Zayn here. There's Ghost. He'll get a top deck. In the red, here comes Ghost looking for a possible check. Does Ghost get nothing? Nom gets out of it. Plus 2.
Oh my goodness.
Did he get the job done?
My goodness.
He gets triple plus 2. Are you crazy?
Nom. What's the deal with that wild before we talk about what just happened there? What was that?
There's no way. There's no way I was a clean move, right?
Nom, would you like to disclose anything about that? Oh.
I don't know if that was a heat check. That one's a hard one to read. You think if it was blue or something.
So are you saying that you're not going to say whether that was a mistake or not? Because that had me. That's a head scratcher. Will not. Ooh.
He's gonna play close to his chest. Okay.
Yeah, he's keeping it close to the vest. Absolutely.
Well, I really don't have much to say there because that was kind of the question. Your thoughts on the game flow there? How you were able to manage that? Ghost, you did a good job with the switches, but ultimately you got burned on a possible double fade maybe earlier in the game with the reverses. Did you not expect the early switches to work? Could you have stayed green? Could you have maybe stayed green because he was off the green? What was the deal with the switches? Talk me through it. I don't got much to add here. It was a quick game. I don't got much. I don't have a question for now other than the game flow. Really, that's all I got. Yeah, Shorty. Hard to really read much off this game. Quick, fast. I don't know if we're going to read a lot till we get to game 4. Really, we'll get into that home. I had the reverse column. I want to save and burn the other colors. Yeah. I mean, he was 1 card short from winning this game. I hate to say he was 1 card short, but Nom did a great job despite that little. I guess Uno's sin on the wild. A little wild sin and got through it. Got the job done.
I mean, he's not going to say, so I feel like that's got to mean something more than whoopsie. He might just be trying to leave it to mystery.
Unorthodox got down the end. Yeah, Nom with a little bit different style here tonight. Playing a little bit more close to his chest. A little bit different now. Not as open tonight. Interesting. See how it goes. Playing a little poker. Well, right, game 2. Let's run it. Shorty, you make those famous words from Nami?
All right, Nom.
Never.
And you're going to put me on the unemployment line. Screw the Yankee. Here we go. Going 12. Off we go. Okay.
What was that? In the blue A here, we go to retro. We go 1 down a lane. Let's see what Skull's got to get this one back here, Short. He's got to get this one back because if he can get this one back, then we got ourselves a ball game right here. Early draw from Nom. Interesting. Let's see. This could be a strat. Yeah, I was just going to say. Oh, back to red, says Ghost. In the yellow, that's quad 1. Are you kidding me? Ghost can cope. Nom flying right here. Ghost is flying too. No one's slowing down. Rapid pace.
As we see. Not surprised that that's the pace from these two.
No, I mean if you would have said Nom and Ghost was a slow game, you came to the wrong place. We go into blue 3. You definitely entered the wrong ballpark if you thought it was going to be a slow night. Into a blue 4 now. We go back to Nom into JT who just won. Back to DJ in the red. This is when we were talking about the crossover city. Nom wants yellow, 2 colors possibly for both. Ghost looking for a possible 3. They have a finish right here. Ghost loading up. Nom taking a little bit aggressive on the switches. Ghost is out. Nom looking to run. Gives him a chance, though. And Ghost can run. Double green. Nothing for Ghost. Nom looking for a run himself. Here's a run to the finish for Nom for the win. He's got it. 2-0 just like that.
Whoa.
Nom is coming out firing off the buy short.
49.
I mean, that's pretty much plan A, too. You got to think. He drew that one card, but that could be... Now, you're not going to reveal much, but your thoughts on just the fast pace and how you've been able to almost speed up Ghost in a sense. Thoughts on that? Ghost, I mean, is there any adjustments you can make? Because it's really hard to say. We talked about you were really doing good on plan A wins against Steven, but it's not cooking. You did a good job on the red crossover. You kind of got bailed out, too, other than the blue switch. What was the reason behind the blue switch? Did you not have enough time on blue to cook? I don't really know how to read this one, Short. I really don't.
I have no.
This is a harder game to read because the last game was easy.
I'm not surprised that that's we're in.
No, I mean, these guys want to play quick. They want to get this to a point where each opponent basically has to process data quicker than the other. And right now, it's hard to read. And that's unfortunately
the drag race. It's a drag race type series.
It's a drag race. We're not going to be able to get a lot of read. I think we won't get a read till we get to maybe a lower card start, but we'll see. Nom's looking good. I don't got much to say. Let's go to game 3. See what happens. See if we get something cooking. This Ghost just said number efficiencies.
No 11 and 12. You're going 13.
Well, he just goes up.
Gives me the opportunity there.
Can Nom close out the 3-0 on Ghost's homestand? What a series this could be. What a definer one if he can get it. Nom goes to... Finally, no switch off the start is probably what he was thinking. Okay. Into a green 5, and he's going to switch himself. Triple play into red. Man, they're going quick. Double play from Nom. Red 0. Back to a 6. Into Samper. Keeps it red. Ghost into the green now. Tries to cross back. Nom goes into yellow. Triple play. A lot of light switching here early. Ridiculous amount. Double Steven. In the Grim. Ghost looking for 5 himself. He only goes 1. Heat check from Nom. Gosh, nope. No drawing short. Just quick. Early heat check. What will Ghost have? Ghost season on the line, possibly right here.
He's at 4. 3.
Yeah, he's going. He's firing aggressive. He's going with the game flow. What will Ghost have in the back pocket here?
Just with the pace, it seems early, but it's really
+4. There it is. +4 and a skip. Looking for a trip. There's the trip. Looking for the quad. Ghost looking to finish it off. There it is. Ghost plan A gets one back, and we still have no data points. Short. There's still nothing to work off of.
Oh, I must be a curse every time I'm some part of it.
I mean, now you're not probably going to say that was a cleaner while. Did you have a possible run on green? Ultimately couldn't use, or you're just trying to go more defensive in case of a +4 back in? Got beat to the punch. Yeah, he got caught on the green. Yeah, he had a green run, had a feeling, but the +4 icer got him. Ghost, good win there. It was really plan A. You really left it till late, man. Did you look for a possible, as I hear some in the background, your thoughts on just possible maybe more isolation you could have done, or did you just sense, hey, you know what, it's going to be a plan A style series. Let's just run the colors and go from there. Was that you, Short?
See what?
I heard someone in the background like snapping. Could be me. Maybe the door. Oh, you got it. If there's a door, then I would have just muted. All good. Yeah, I don't know, Short. I can't really make any hypothesis out of this. This has just been fast, and it's been all upper deck, but upper deckers in 11, 12, 13, that's 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, not even 2 minutes, 3. We're flying right here. 2 minutes, 14. This is what we expected out of Nam and Ghost, really. You got to think next week will be a little bit different. Definitely slower for Nam. He's got to play Steven a little slower.
Yeah.
For Ghost, hard to say, man. Definitely a plan A game. Had a lot of ammo in the back pocket. Could just ride out the car. So you ride the storm, right? And that's not the worst case. And I talk about Ghost. He's got one last match with Brock.
That's all it's been this first 3.
Yeah, he's got one last match with Brock, and that's going to be a classic game, I think, for both guys. So I don't got much short. I mean, we're done with the 13 cards for Ghost. Everything else is open. Let's see what he does. Can he get this into a 2-2 and make it interesting? We'll find out.
All right, Ghost, first home game. Can't pick 13. How many? We're just going to keep going up.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I guess so. A blue skipper to start. Let's see what Ghost will do. Does he start running? Nope. No running clean there in his A. Who's here tonight? Up to 8.
Seen Zay in a hot minute.
It's been a minute, yeah. There's the switching. Trips 8 into Chomik. Down to Arya. Yeah, they're moving quick. Non-draws early, but this doesn't mean he doesn't have anything. Ghost does as well. There's Nam with the green 5, possible top decker. Looks for the switch. He gets the switch in the yellow. Yellow 3 now. In a monkey. Ghost looking to fire back. He'll go with the double monkey. Yellow 7 now. Up to Grim. Up to Alex. Ghost still finding a little rhythm here. Nam as well. With the possession arrow goes Ghost. Nam triple play looking for it. Got it. In the blue into his own card. Into the Nam 4. Ghost looking to fire back on blue as well. Maybe they answer that. He will with the blue 8. Goes upper deck. In the lane. Ghost looking to fire as well. First time he gets a chance to spare blue here. He gets a +4 heat check there short. That's a big one. A little small heat check. Nam fires back. +2 tie game. We're going to even it up with Ghost PA and he'll get a 0 sugar. It's rare 0 sugar switch. Couldn't really say it because they're going quick.
Walk into it. You didn't walk into the door.
They're going too quick, short. I can't keep up. You had to agree with one a little bit. Ghost now. Let's see what he'll do. A draw. Here comes Nam. Does he draw back? He does. He's going to just go with the flow. Ghost switches. That's a heat check from Nam. Here comes Ghost. To Ashley Wild. We'll see Ashley in a couple weeks. What will Ghost do to fire back? He'll go red 2. Nam goes into red 4. And it's a pier. Here comes Ghost for the reverse. Dell's looking for more. Is that game? That's game. Ghost ties it up, and we got a series, and it's another plan A. Are you kidding me? What was that short? Minute 80, minute 38, minute 40? What we got? 2 minutes?
2:10.
Wow, we're flying here. Ghost, this is the second time you won a game where Nam got burned on a wild card. Talk to me about why the +4. Did you just sense he had a possible back end run and wanted to flush him out? Beat it? I was going to just ask you. Yeah, the red wall beat again. That's tough. You got to think you're short. This is the same thing that happened to him. I remember in the Logan series way back when where he was having runs, but he was just getting beat to the punch. I mean, 3 out of the 4 games against Logan he was beat. Starting to get flashbacks from things we haven't seen in a long time. Thoughts on the mindset now? We haven't been in this spot in a long time where a game goes into a game 5 where it matters. Thoughts on that? When it says it's 2-2.
Yeah,
the points
I don't think we've had a series like this. Got to 3 at some point without someone being as close behind the coattails, but here we are 2-2, and now it's basically whoever wins next is going to have the pressure on them, and Nam really needs this game 5, or Nam would really game 5 in terms of getting this back to the game. Now we played 4. Now it's all going to be put into perspective here, because like I said off the top, as we check that standings again, Nam with a win can move up to second, at least for the moment, and Ghost can push his way ahead of Chomik with the win. So, and whoever wins this next game is going to have that right opportunity to. Otherwise, well, if it's a draw, Ghost holds second place, and Nam is at least his differential doesn't change. A win here would definitely help him put his differential back to 0, but in case of any ties, but it's gonna be tough, and the points game really matters. So the points game is gonna be determined by whoever wins this game. That's who's gonna have the opportunity to make some waves, but we'll have to see.
This is a huge moment for both guys. You got to think, remember, for Nam, he knows what's coming. He knows that you got Steve in week 4, but the Rock in week 5 will not be easy. And for Ghost, the points leader currently, he was not the points leader. Excuse me, Brock coming in. That's not easy. They both got Brock coming up. That's a scary sight. So they know what's at stake, and he's the best guy in this group, supposedly in this format. So, gonna be an interesting one. Ghost controls the card short. No 14. What's it going to be? Usually I like to say that full center to the end, so we got 2 more to go. Let's see what he does.
No 13, no 14, Ghost. How many? Pivotal.
He's going to send it. Okay, so if he gets the win here.
Called it.
Yeah, that will do it. No full send in the last game if he wins it. If not, it's still open. Let's see. Maybe 2 shots at the apple, going to DJ5. DJ in a must win, basically, or at least we quote unquote must win. At least must get points and enter in week 3 with Sanford. Eli will start us off. In the Ghost himself from Nam. A double Ghost. Halloween, how fitting. In the Sanford. Well, there you go. It's fitting, man. Sometimes they just play that perfectly.
Exactly.
Nam early draw. I don't think you can't look too much. He wants to switch, he gets to switch. I think that early draw is not the worst thing. Yellow 5 now. We'll see what Ghost will do. Just play it cool. Now I'm going to switch it to Brad into the blue deuce. Ghost had it ready already lined up. 2-3-1, a little bit backwards on the straight combo. Ghost early draw. Now Nam with the M6. Here comes Ghost. He'll fire up with the lane 7. Tie game. Nam back in the PA though. Sweet. Ghost back in the PA now with the green 9. And Nam will Clint play. I guess you can still call it that.
Yeah.
8. Why not?
For now.
Double Chomik. Here comes Nam with a double play of his own. Comes Ghost.
There's his PA.
Nam back in the PA position. Here comes Ghost looking to fire back. Maybe get it back and steal it. No. Plays a Jenna 0. There's Chomik again. It says, good old Nam.
There's Chomik staying high from first place.
Yes, sir.
But will he be in first place by the end of the night?
Ghost looking for the heat check. The checks. +4 from Nam, looking for the steal. He's going to go for a double. Just prevent it. Not a finisher, but just prevent that, right? Good move there from Ghost, maybe to flush it. Who knows? Pow, and the Ghost fires right back. Sure, I don't know if it could have been a flush to finish, but he got the +4 back as Nam's out. Nam trying to get this into Draw City for sure if he can. It's been his home. He's going to switch it though. Green 6, double vapor. Ghost is out. But he's going to get possibly bail with the red. Tie game if Ghost plays right here. Does he have a double to maybe get the lead back? Never mind. He's got the double. Triple. Oh my goodness. He gets the quad short. He's got it back. Huge play. Momentum flipper. Oh man, Nam could have had a finish there. Great move from Ghost.
There's that PA back for him.
Nothing from Ghost. What a flipper.
Nothing.
Does no switching. Ghost looking to. Here comes Nam. Triple play. Got it, game. What? That's too quick, man. It's so fast. It's hard to keep up. What a crazy turn.
Relief from Chomik. He will
huge
stay the points leader. At least for now.
For now, remember, we still have William Brock. Remember, if Brock wins against Chomik outright, then he would be the new points leader off of the virtue of the head-to-head and possibly the GD. So that game on Friday will mean a lot now. Knob, you got the point, but you got to think here. You still got one more. Right, how do you approach this last game knowing this is do or die? You get the win here, you're going to move up, right? You're going to move up. You possibly could jump, or you will jump Ghost, and you will jump Steven, right? And then for Ghost, you get this win, not the worst spot. You'll be having a chance in second place. Just a well-timed +4.
Tom wins, he's jumping everybody.
He'll move up.
He'll be sitting where Ghost is right now.
Yeah, put Brock in the basement, but Brock's going to have a golden opportunity if that's the case. And for Ghost there, he said that was just well-timed +4. Can't hate him for that. Glad to get a point at least. We're at the bottom. Going to need to get more than a tie here, says Nam. Yeah, Short, it's been a fast game. What was that? It's almost 3 minutes. I mean, we're just flying here. 12 minutes in, we're almost done with this thing. What do you think these guys got to do? We've only seen upper deckers. I mean, we've only seen upper tier. Do you think Ghost changes it up, or your thoughts on just how he's going to try to salvage the point? It's a crucial game for both, for sure.
I feel like with how Plan A this has been, I don't know if any difference in card start is going to make a difference. Because, I mean, you could easily get burned, but, I mean, Ghost is fighting for 1 or nothing. So, I mean, we'll see how he weighs that risk.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure for Ghost. Can he get the tie back, really keep himself in P2? It's here's the funny thing, Short. It's either Ghost stays in position 2, he'll move at the P2, or Nam moves at the P2. That's exactly how crazy right. That's how crazy Super League is, man. You never know how many points can go. Every game matters. And this last game, Ghost, it's on you, my friend. Short's going to do the honors.
No 13-14, Ghost. What do we got?
That's
what I thought.
Here we go. He's going to run it back.
Good luck to you both. Big stakes here for Nam as well. Let's do it.
Big game. +2 Gerard style. What will we do here, Short? We've seen +2s become a kiss of death and an absolute heaven of success. Let's see how Ghost runs it. He'll throw the +2. That's going to put Nam to start it off at 19. Ghost to 13. And now I'm just going to play the patient game.
That's all he's got to do. But
this is a big sign right here for Nam. He could have a possible leak on Ghost's yellow. Here comes Nam with a possible leak. Can Ghost cat? He's really playing it tricky. Really tricky. Trip 8? Is that? I was going to say almost. There it is. That rainbow.
Yeah.
Skittles. Got the Skittles. There it is.
That's
They're
two
playing
Skittles
so back.
Two packs of Skittles cracked open tonight.
Yeah. Perfect for Halloween.
In our Week 3 doubleheader Wednesday night.
Yes, sir. Wednesday night fireworks. Remember, this is the last game of October. This is it. We don't have a game tomorrow, so this is it for October.
November
the last one
comes next.
Yep. And hopefully the last time we'll be playing October or November for forever. Happy to go.
Yes.
Ghost draws early now. Nam with a chance. Here comes Ghost. Let's see if he gets a top deck. He does. Triple play, man. We're switching crazy. Ghost looking for. Yep. Ghost looks for the monkey combo on the green 6-9 combo.
Green funny monkey combo.
Heat check there from Nam. +4 from Ghost.
Bigger heat check. Sends him back further.
Yep. Big play from. Now I'm going to fire one back.
The bot playing even.
Take for attack. You got to like it. Bot's been very clean on these higher games. You got to say, Short, the stats have been good. It's been clean. Green 1. Back to the 0 sugar. Ghost is out. Good move from Nam with no sugar misuse. Now I'm looking to get this to 1 possession.
Playing healthy.
Yes, sir. Playing healthy. He's going to go try to get to Draw City. This is where Nam really cooks, is that Draw City. That's what he's talked about. He's been missing that in his game.
Patience.
Yeah, he's talked about he wants to switch. He's going to get the switch now. It's in the yellow. That Draw City is where Nam's really been cooking.
Here he comes. Here he
comes.
Back
to green. Isolation all day.
He's going to force that Draw City.
Is it the wrong number? No, it is the right number. Great move. Excellent move there from Nam. Keeps himself alive. Now Ghost has to rethink this one. Ghost possession arrow. Plenty of time. Really going back. Ghost gets the top deck. In the blue says, wow, they were both going to blue. Double nom into JT. We're out of JT's and nom. Back to Nick. Flying all over the board. 7-11. Now I'm looking to get this down to 10. He goes for a triple play. He got it down one possession. Ghost looking to get back to 2 up to yellow. He does. He goes into monkey. 2 possession. Down to 1. Back and forth. Looking to go to Ghost now. He goes into bow tie. Still running the yellow shore. Here we go again. This one will have some we actually will have some questions. It took all 6 games finally. Here comes Ghost double play.
Oh,
triple play. Ghost.
Wait a minute.
Ghost for the win. He's got
no.
He's got the check. What will Nam have? This is going to be another one.
If he's got something to give him fresh, easy win.
+4 had a feeling. There's the plus. He keeps it red though. He keeps it red. That's interesting.
Goes with the 2-card lead.
Keeps it red. Ghost now still continues it. 1-2 up this time.
Left and red as well out there.
Red 1, red 6. Ghost still leads. Another red 6. Double sixes.
Oh my goodness.
Going quick. Good lord. Ghost draws now. I'm looking for deuce. Is this the win? It is the win. Knob's going to get the points. He's in the second place. Ghost.
T2, baby. T2 for Knob.
Ghost, you had a chance there to win it. You were one. I thought you had it right there with the +2, but my eyes deceived me because you guys are going ridiculously quick. Thoughts on just that run there? You didn't finish it off. You decided to pull the trigger. What was the theory behind that? Let's see what Ghost says here. I mean, Nam, you had this win. You needed to get this win, man. You got one more game next week with Steven before that ridiculous match with Brock. You needed to get this one. You're back in the building now. Your thoughts on what you got to do against Steven, and your thoughts on that last game. Did you think the Draw City finally, it's been the one thing missing in your game is the DC. You got it back in there in your wheelhouse, and you finally won. Thoughts on that? Yeah, it was a good series short. Obviously, not everyone's cup of tea fast. I mean, it was.
Yeah, we've only been up 42 minutes.
Nah, I'm wore out after that. Long night of Uno, we're wore out. But one last fast game to end October. Your thoughts on now the outlook for both players? Obviously for Ghost, it's not going to be easy, man. Brock is. If we thought Nam was a tough player, the next guy coming up is the toughest player. How's he going to approach Brock? Because Brock is a rock. Let's face it. How's he going to approach? And thoughts on Namu? You got to think if he can get through Steven, 6 points could be enough. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, 6 could be enough, but we'll have to see for Steven. He's on the bye, coming off the bye. He's gonna have a good idea of what he needs to do now because he's sent to second to the basement, and he could be in the basement by the time he gets out of the bye. And wins are hard to come by. This is now only the 5th win-loss result of the group stage. It's it's actually 5-4 now. It's actually 4 and at this point. So I guess it's pretty close, but it seems like I considered having a little bit of a pun and saying that Athens is turning into Draw City, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it feels like we've been seeing more draws than anything. And Nam really needed the win, especially after taking it on the chin against Chomik. And obviously, a game against Brock will be big, but Steven's no slouch. We said that already, so you'll have to be ready for him, and especially it won't be anything like this one. A little bit more pace management, obviously. And then for Ghost, I mean, he's gonna be shoved down the standings, but he's still in a good spot. But he's got to play Brock. Both these guys got to play Brock. So we're just gonna have to see what he does against Chomik, points leader right now, and that could determine a lot of things moving forward. Obviously, wipes out his goal differential. He's back at 0. Ghost is at -2. So I guess technically that means Steven is third.
Yep, he's technically third right now.
Yeah,
yep.
he's technically because Nam is second. So Steven is P3, Ghost is P4 right now because of the goal game difference.
Yep.
And Brock's got it all ahead of him.
That's the thing.
If he does beat Chomik, then he will take, even though they both have 4, he will take the +2 game differential from Chomik. Quite literally, because Chomik's at the +2. Brock will take it if he gets a win. At the very least, gets a +2, if not a +3. That could be deadly if that's the case, but we'll see.
Well, +4. It'd be a +4. There's no.
Yeah, +4. But
you're good.
Yes. But yeah, overall though, Nama's just turned the group on its head, and now all the rest of them are gonna have to adapt. And Steven is gonna could be coming off the bye to a very, very chaotic scene, but we have to find out what happens.
Well, Ghost, I mean, I'm going to ask you now. I know Connor's going to enjoy the win. You got one more chance against Brock. You've seen every style. You've seen the fast pace of Nam. You saw the pace management and the unknowns of Steven. You obviously saw the split ammo of Chomik. Now you're going into a guy that doesn't like power play. A man that literally only does fade looks, but then can beat you on an ammo run without it coming. He'll drop the craziest number of efficiency plays in the game. How do you handle the Rock next week? Because it's going to be your toughest opponent. Tonight was tough, but next week is going to be a whole different beast. How do you handle the Rock? Because everyone knows he's going to be an insane player, and he is an insane player. Yeah, but the thing is, short right. You look at this group. If Brock if Brock wins, this whole group, no one's safe entering week 4. Right? We think JT's looking good, and I'll be honest, JT.
Well, that's group.
He's looking pretty good. And even if Toasty guy takes care of business against DJ, which a lot of people expect, I think those two. After that, it just might be the third spot here. It can go anywhere. Anyone can go. If Brock wins on a good old Friday night, who knows? It's chaos. It's pandemonium. Going to be something to watch. But your thoughts on this game, Ghost, coming up with Brock, and short, your last thoughts before we close it
out. Yeah, like I said, it's the group's been stood on its head at this point. Obviously, it feels early because it's only week 3, but there's only 5 weeks, so we're at the halfway point. And yeah, Nama stood the group on its head, and now it's up to Brock to try and keep pace.
Match. He's got to match.
He's got to match that intensity, match that pace, and gonna have to find out how he can make a statement in this group. He's looking for his first win in Super League.
We'll see what happens with Ghost. He's gonna have one last chance against a hungry William Brock. Brock knows what he's got to do. Chomik, for sure, if he does pull ahead and beat Brock, that will do it. 7 points. I don't see a world where that's not enough, especially in Group B with it being so close to the bottom. 7 should be enough. But we'll see how it goes for both guys coming in. We'll see what Ghost says here short. It's been a good one. Let's go to the schedule, what Ghost types up, and it's going to be a big one. The first game, when we get back to the table on Friday, we're going to take a nice off day tomorrow. Huge match in store, though. What will William Brock do? How's he going to run in with Chomik? 8 o'clock classic, and then Friday night. That's going to be our first true elimination game. Charles Sanford, pretty much in a must-win. He knows that JT's been his kryptonite. He's got to get it done. Has to win for DJ. If he doesn't win, at least he still has Lane, right? He still has a chance against Toaster Guy, but you got to think he also needs at least a point before things get out of control. Should be a fun one. They're just waiting for Ghost to type this out, and we'll end the night. Been a good night of Uno. 2 great games. You know, it's been a fantastic month of October. You know, we started Super League prep all the way back in September. At the end of it, really, when we announced the September 30th, we started to get that going. Took about a month, and now we're finally at the halfway point. Literally 10 games in. It's our 10th game of group stage, which there's only 20. So we're entering the second half of group stage, starting with Chomik and Brock coming up. Should be a fun one there. And then we get to the halfway point in week 4. So once we get completed week 4, then we'll get to the halfway point of Super League with only 16 more games to go, with the rest of the groups And then, of course, the round 12. And then the quarterfinal guys come back. Still about 3 weeks away, 2.5, 3 weeks away. But it's getting closer than we think, for sure. Still a long way to go for those guys. The round 12 guys about 2 weeks away. We'll start seeing the likes of Brad and Tapir get off the island and see how that goes. But waiting on Ghost here. Here we go. And he says, Dan kind of in a lot of trouble here. Absolutely no win against Brock. Stay alive, but it's quite taller considering how good he is. I think the game helped me think about the fast pace. A lot of me is sacrificing the upcoming match, so I don't give myself so I can give myself some thinking time and play the best Uno in my life. GG now. Yeah, I mean, you got to think the pressure's on, right? Ghost knows you pick the week 5 bye. It's make it or break it against the hardest guy. You wouldn't want any other way, though, short. Let's face it, Brock is the best player.
Choice by the time it got to him, though.
Who, Ghost?
I think.
No, he was the third guy.
He wasn't like JT and had open board and picked first.
He was the third guy. Yeah, he was in the middle. He was in the middle. Not bad. But you know what? He made his bed, right? Ghost made his bed. I'm thinking like 0-5 my recent yeah. Maybe the slower pace. Brock does not tend to play quick. He'll play methodical, so that's the one thing. Steven definitely is the slowest pace of this group. He will play extremely methodical, but extremely cracked out. So we'll see what the challenges will be for myself and Short and Ard. And, of course, Fitzwater earlier. Thank those guys for helping out tonight. Appreciate them. We're going to get back. Short's going to be gone Friday night, but I'm back on the board with myself. And I believe, I think it's Ard will be it for 8 o'clock. And in the late game, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Caesar. So Ard and Caesar will be back. We only see one time Caesar, but we do get him back for the most important game, which is the elimination game. Have a great, safe, happy Halloween to wherever you do tomorrow. Celebrate, whether it be trick-or-treating with your family folks, if you have kids in the league, obviously, or going to a Halloween parade or celebrating. Enjoy that Halloween tomorrow. We'll see you back on the table November 1st. The 11th month of the year has arisen in a couple days. See you guys. Have a good night.